We are here at the scene of the trial, Old Bailey, where aristocrat Charles Darnay is being tried for treason.
Mr. Darnay is said to have released secret information to the King of France. Some witnesses against Mr. Darnay are Mr. Lorry, Lucy Manette, Dr. Manette, John Broussard, and Roger Cly.
If Mr. Darnay is found guilty, he will be drawn, half hung, and cut into pieces. The eager faces of the packed crowd in the courtroom says a lot.
Yes, it's fascinating to find so many spectators waiting to see Mr. Darnay's fate.
John Broussard and his servant Roger Cly also confirm that they have proof of Mr. Darnay's wrongdoings.
Broussard says he has lists that Darnay has been making with England's troops' movements for 5 years in order to give them to the French.
Roger Cly swears by Mr. Broussard and says the lists were found in Mr. Darnay's desks.
Mr. Lorry testified that Mr. Darnay did take the mail coach with him 5 years ago, and Lucy Manette also testified that she had seen him on a ship back to England.
Dr. Manette testified that he did not remember much during the time that he supposedly met Mr. Darnay because of his illness.
Mr. Stryver began to tear apart Mr. Broussard's testimony and was able to prove Mr. Darnay's innocence.
Mr. Stryver proved that it was impossible for Broussard to identify Mr. Darnay as the person who made the list because he can't even tell the difference between Mr. Darnay and his colleague, Sidney Carton.
This was enough for the jury to acquit the case, and Charles Darnay was innocent.